This is barathkumarkarunanidhi and welcome to my session. And you're listening to my day 59 content challenge. And today we are going to talk more on product metrics, acquisition part. Right. So let's dive in. As a product manager, we in our day-to-day life we will be involved more for ourselves in terms of tracking of the product and the usage, how the customer we know the metrics to assess is doing good in the market or something like that. So for that there are lots of metrics that could be tracked. So few of the metrics we have is like action metrics, conversion metrics, engagement metrics, retention metrics, revenue metrics, product feedback and optimization metrics as well. So I will try to cover each of my videos in various days, so that you'll be able to get the information, digest it, and recollect every now and then, so that you'll be uh, having a good hold on the metrics part as such. So this or any product during any product management interviews, because this is one of which the companies are looking for in the product managers as a part of product manager skill, right? So when it comes to acquisition metrics, we have different criteria to check on. First is cost per acquisition, which is called CPA or CPL, cost per acquisition or cost per. So let me share my screen before forward. Sorry about that. Okay. So hope my visible. Let me check. Yeah, it's streaming now. Great. You see on the screen, these are three things which we want to talk about. So acquisition, that we have a cost per action or cost per lead, or CPL, and next is customer acquisition cost, is CAC. Third is about the bounce rate. So we'll talk more on each of these things now. So when it comes to cost per acquisition, it's nothing but the cost incurred by us for acquiring one lead into our system, we can say. So it's more like, it is not, when I say lead, it's only about a user who's not a paid customer as such. So they come into our system, they want to see what is there in our system, and what they're just exploring the platform. They could be a trial user, or they could be webinar registrants who was registered for a webinar, and they're coming in to check the platform, or even they could be any user registered for a newsletter, or for any other reason, based on their interest. And there could be many reasons why the customer, or why the prospect is coming to our system to view our system or check our system. So these are user or prospective customers. They're not customers yet, they're not our customers yet, but in the future they could be our customer. So those are called cost per lead. So we need to track that. So are we spending too much to get this into our system, or are we spending a reasonable amount to pull in the users into our system? That is something which we need to check. So for that, we have the formula. What you see on the screen is cost per acquisition or cost per lead comes from, you need to divide the number of leads. Okay, so from cost incurred divided by the number of leads as such. So that is the formula for this. So for example, in case A, if you spend $1,000 to acquire 200 leads, okay, so for a month of marketing campaign, or something like that, you have spent around $1,000 for the marketing campaign, and you have got 200 leads into our funnel system, into your funnel. So then the cost per acquisition or cost per lead would be $1,000 divided by the number of users, or who have come into our platform. So 200. So 1,000 divided by 200 is $5 per lead. So the cost of acquiring 200 users into our system by spending $1,000. So the cost per lead would be $5. So in case of another scenario, case B, where you spend $2,000 in the next month, and you have acquired say 300 leads in that month. Okay, then the cost per acquisition will be 2,000 divided by 300, which you see is $6.66 per lead. So it is comparatively higher than case A. So cost incurred to acquire one lead is higher in case of case B compared to case A, though the number of leads we got inside in case B is higher. 200 and 300, 200 versus 300. Case A is 200, the case B is 300. Though the leads number is high, but it has come only on a higher cost. So $1,000 was the month one expense marketing campaign. In case of second month, it is $2,000. So you can comparatively see, okay, which worked well, what is the cost we are incurring, all those things you'll be able to track with this metric. So cost acquisition, this is about it. And next is customer acquisition cost. So customer acquisition cost, it's about a new customer coming into our system. That's a paid customer. Earlier we talked about a prospective customer, but this is a paid customer. A customer has come into our system and they by paying for our service or for the platform, and they started using the product. So how much did we spend to get that customer on board into our system? So that is customer acquisition cost. So here it's as I mentioned, it's a paid customer with who to generate revenue on a periodic basis. So every year or every monthly subscription or a yearly subscription. So they keep renewing it, and we are going to generate revenue from this customer every month or every year, annually or monthly, something like that, based subscription plan which they choose. So it involves all efforts taken to get this customer on board. So be it marketing campaign, sales effort, lead generation, landing page creation, and email marketing, or any other related costs. All these are involved in this. So the formula for calculating this is, as you see on the screen, is total cost incurred divided by the number of users or number of customers acquired, right? So CAC in the case of we can just cover it with an example as you see on the screen. So now cost incurred divided by the number of customers. So you spent around $2,500, say for example, on Facebook or Instagram ads, and you have acquired 200 customers as a result of that campaign. Okay, so to your system. So then the C for that would be 2,500, which is the cost incurred, and divided by the number of customers who have come in based on that, because of that campaign which we ran. So 2,000 divided by 2,500 divided by 200, which will give you $12.5 per customer. So that is your CAC in this case. So the customer acquisition cost for you is $12.5 per customer, right? So this is about customer acquisition cost. And last is about the bounce rate. So bounce rate is nothing but the percentage of users moving out of your system or moving out of your page or platform without taking any action. So they just come into your system, they just run through, give a glance of the entire website or entire platform which you have, and they just move out of it without even doing any purchases or any further action as such. So it's kind of a window shopping, you could say, but they do come in and see what is that we have in play. What is that we are providing? What is something which they want to do? They don't have they may not buy something immediately, but they could be our future customers as such. So, but what is the percentage of users coming in and going out without any taking action? That is the bounce rate which will bounce rate for your system. So, right, as you see on the screen, out of 100 new users who comes into your platform, okay, say for example the Netflix is there, Netflix application is there, or OT platform. So 100 users are coming into our platform, and they're viewing the platform as such. And soon after that, around 40 customers or 40 users, they just close it and move out of it. So they're not taking any action, no further actions taken, like clicking on a pricing page or purchasing purchasing a subscription. Nothing happens. So just look at the pricing and so if that is the case, say out of 100 users, 40 users does that, and then then the case is your bounce rate is 40%. So out of 100 users, 40 users moved out of it. So you do this calculation, which is 40 divided by 100 total number of users who came in, and into 100, 4%. So which is 40%. Again, 35%. Say again, if it's 200 users who come in and 50 users are moving out of the platform, then again, so total users is 200 divided by. Okay, so the total number of users moved out is 50, and 50 divided by 200 into 100. So 25% would be your bounce rate, right? So hope you got this correctly. So bounce rate is number of percentage of users who is moving out of your system without taking any further action. So that is the bounce rate for you. So hope you found this interesting. So to quickly reiterate what we talked about the customer cost per acquisition CPA or CPA cost per lead, which is cost incurred divided by number of leads, and we talked about customer acquisition cost CAC, which is cost incurred divided by the number of customers acquired. And next we talked about bounce rate, which is the percentage of users who moves out of the system without taking further action. So 100 users comes in, 50 users move off your platform soon after they come in without taking any further action. Your percentage would be percent bounce rate. Bounce rate is 50%. Right? So hope you got the information useful. Hope you found this interesting as well, and we will discuss more on other metrics which we talked about earlier in the upcoming video. So do add in your feedbacks and inputs in the comments below. Join my Facebook group. I want to welcome you to join my Facebook group, which is barathkumarkarunanidhi, and that would be my future mode of communication on any product management related communications. Right? So use the link below and join my Facebook page. Okay. So again, the link for group also there, and you schedule a one-to-one session with me. Yeah, link is also there, and the ebook download link for downloading the ebook, which talks about 6 ways to start your career in product management. That is also available in the comment section. So use it and join the groups. Okay. So see you again in the next video. Until then, this is Barath Kumar Karunanidhi signing off. Have a nice day. Take care and bye bye.